What's up, guys? Brian back to talk about The Walking Dead Season 7, potential spoilers ahead, what we want to see. We're going to talk about comic book stuff, what we want to see on the show, what may happen, really what we want to get overall. And if you don't want to know anything like that too, stop watching, of course. So first we want to see the season premiere, Season 7 in October, done right. Victims, spoilers are saying it's Glenn and Abe. So we just want it to be done right there too. Also, in the comics, Maggie punches Rick. I want to see some altercation kind of here. Maybe Sasha punches Rick or something. It gets broken up that way too. Replicated a little bit on there too. Because the turmoil is going to happen there too. The New World Order is not Rick and the gang. It's Negan. So they get back to Hilltop. I want to see more of Hilltop for sure. Jesus, how they get there. Stupid ass Gregory. But want to see more Hilltop getting involved there too. The different communities. So ultimately, I think that's where they're going to bury the victims, Glenn and Abe there too. I want to see this scene there too. I want to see Eugene at the grave or whatever. It'd be a nice sentiment on there too. Maggie at Glenn's grave, if they are the ones that die. But also, we want to see it done right. You want to see the mourning and the funeral of everything there too, because they're big characters. It's a big deal. I want to see freaking Dwight off of that motorcycle and Daryl get his bike back. I want to see Daryl escape Negan's clutches with Carl and Jesus and Michonne, whoever he gets away. I want to see that happen. Maybe Dwight helps him. I don't know if that happens yet. But here's Negan in Alexandria. The rumors are that he's been in there filming. I think it's episode 4. I think that's what it was, 4 or 5 or something. I don't know. We'll see during the season. But Rick's holding Lucille. Hopefully they do it right. It's going to be pretty cool. All the saviors that we're seeing there. Rick's holding Lucille. It's going to be a big deal when Negan gets into Alexandria and they cause that whole conflict to pick up half your shit. So, hopefully it's just done in the right way with the saviors and comic book style too. But again, Daryl getting his bike back, that's going to be a big day. That has to happen. I want to see that for sure. Maybe that's the truck that Carl gets into and replicates some of the iconic comic scenes with the mattresses that were thrown off the side here. I don't know. That looks to be a big clue that could happen on there too. I want to see Carl and Negan have that weird relationship on there somewhat in some form or fashion. I want to see them in the sanctuary. So I would love to see this scene actually replicated there too, where Carl gets in there, hides, and blows him away with a machine gun. He was rumored to be filming with Jesus there too, so maybe get some help there too. Jesus the badass, I'd like to see that as well. The big thing I want to see is Ezekiel, the Kingdom, Shiva, Kingdom Riders, Morgan and Carol. I can't wait for that. And I think that's rumored to be episode 3 of the filming on there too. But the big thing I want to see is Shiva. Ezekiel and the Riders are cool and everything, but it's all about Shiva, man. The CGI, animatronic, how they're going to do it. Hopefully it looks right. They do it well on Game of Thrones. They got to do Shiva right there, too. Hopefully they do. She has a big part in there, too. They don't kind of hide her away. It'd be kind of great. Kingdom Riders with Morgan. I like to see Morgan and Carol kind of know they're okay. That's kind of cool that they are the ones to go to the kingdom and see how that replicates there too. I would love to bring it back, and Carol's doing good. Carol's rehabilitated. I don't want her to die, but I could see her dying in season 7, maybe the later half or whatever there too. And then I want to see the group get to the kingdom and meet up with them and not know that they're already there. Like, oh my God, there they are. Jesus is the one that takes the Rick and the group to Ezekiel. So Jesus is the one that could do that, and that could still happen. So Jesus takes them there, and Carol and Morgan are already there. That'd be freaking great. I want to see more of Jesus, that's for sure. I want to see him kicking ass and beating up the saviors and zombies and everything there too. I didn't really get to see much of him going forward on there as well, going into season 7, but hopefully get a lot more of that. He's a season regular now too. So this was an article in the comicbook.com. Is this Kingdom Richard? For those who don't know, in the comics, he is basically the security person and a big deal in the kingdom for Ezekiel, and he's a big helpful person to him. So he's already been a helpful to the group already there too. There's the link at comicbook.com. We'll put that in the description as well. They also do a really good job. So if you want to see some Walking Dead stuff, check out comicbook.com. There's a whole Walking Dead section there too. But Kingdom Richard is the head of security working directly with the kingdom's leader, Ezekiel. After Alexandria and the kingdom come together, outline plans for their way with Negan and the Saviors, or their war, Richard plays a role in advising their strategies of attacks. Later, he pridefully marches with the rest of the Alexandria, Hilltop, and Kingdom's army as they make their way to go to the sanctuary. But the spoiler is he dies. So he hopefully will make it to the all-out war section with the Saviors on there too, so I'd like to see that. But also, here's the big thing, too. What's going to happen with Ezekiel and Michonne? Probably nothing, and it better be nothing because she's with Rick. But who will replace the factor with Ezekiel? Will they even do that? So I like to see Ezekiel kind of flirting a little bit, and it might be like, whoa, buddy, watch your step here. That, Rick's with Michonne, because in the comics, Andrea is with Rick. Michonne is free to be with whoever, so I don't know they're going to do that. Are they going to have Carol? But what about Carol and Tobin? Is Tobin going to die? I don't know. So hopefully Carol finds some love either way. Find that going forward. Is it going to be Sasha? Could it be there too? I don't know what they're going to do. The big thing too is Maggie going to have the baby? I personally hope she does. I don't want Maggie to lose another thing in her life. She's lost her dad and her sister and her family, and hopefully, probably, her husband is going to die, but, hopefully she gets to keep the baby. Hopefully she has the baby to have her remembered by. Can name it even freaking Glenn. Mix it up. In the comics it's Herschel, but, mix it up. Name it Glenn. Who knows? But we'll see. So hopefully she does have the baby. Going forward, it's going to be Negan versus Rick. And I hope they do that right. Rick's going to be a battered person, but we'll see. He's got to come back around and step it up. We're going to see, Negan, how brutal he is with the iron, his women, his wives. He kills people. He doesn't stand for rape and murder and mutilation just for no reason. He does things for a reason. He has a code, so we'll see that. But also, it looks like the group is going to be scattered around. And some of our favorite episodes is going to be when they get together. So you'll see some of the group at Hilltop, some at Alexandria, some at this. And this is just a great picture. But I thought you liked cliffhangers. Were your thing, Kirkman. So I don't know. Hopefully they make up for that cliffhanger that everyone hates. And anything funny with Eugene is pretty great. So like, share, subscribe, post your comments below, guys. What do you want to see? What you don't want to see going forward on there for Season 7. As always, thank you.